Hey everyone, welcome back. This video will be working on the rear cooling system. So I have a radiator and then two trans coolers I'm going to be putting in this area here. So I'm going to have the number plate sides, and then there'll be just a 1-inch square tube frame with an aluminum shroud and then a chase light bar right there above the spare tire. So yeah, it'll be all just a removable frame, so I can service it easy, take it out and service it if I need to. So yeah, I'll gotta put a little gusset plate thing there, and then I'll build the mounts, bolt-on mounts from there. So I'll get those done first, and then I'll get the side plates kind of mounted there, and then build off of that. Alright, so the coolers I'm using, just some 2 Durali, Durail, whatever you call it, performance coolers. And then they got their own little 8-inch fans. And then I just went to Junkyard, got this little rad out of a, I honestly don't even remember, it's some kind of little Econo shit box, but it came with a nice dual fan, electric fan setup, so it was nice and small, so I used it. And I used it on my old setup too, and it worked pretty good, keeping things cool, so I'll reuse that. So I may have an issue fitting these coolers, those 2 transmission coolers. Originally I was going to do it, set it up like this, but I don't have as much room this way as I thought I did, so I may have to overlap the trans coolers a little bit over the rad, but that should be a huge deal. I'll figure it out. So I'll get the frame, the 1-inch frame built first, and then I'll kind of situate these wherever they fit, so go from there. Alright, I forgot the first gusset plate kind of thing in there. I got the side pieces done, so it'll be something like that. I'm still gonna put a step roll along there, along the edge there. Give it some rigidity, and just so it's not a flat sheet, give it some dimension. So I'll put the step roll in there, and then got the start of a frame done, so I'll get that welded together and get it in place. Alright, so I got basic frame started, and then number plates done. So yeah, basically just continue on the frame down, and then the coolers will sit right in here with the fans blowing out towards the back there. So I'll just make a little flange onto this piece, and then it'll bolt, I don't know, every 2 or 3 inches. I'll just bolt on there, and then I might make another bolt-on flange to this back sheet here at the bottom of the frame there. We'll see how sturdy it is with just these ones, but yeah. And then light bar, chase bar will be right in here. Coming on pretty good, so yeah, just get that bolt flange done, and then I'll go from there. Alright, so I got the cooler mounted up. Got a flange in there, just some temporary hardware for now. Got some stainless stuff or something so it doesn't rust up. So now basically I just gotta do this, the lower portion of the frame. So it'll basically just be a loop, and then another piece on the edge there, and then a kick out connected to the main loop, lower loop there. And then off of that I'll just do little tabs and stuff to mount the coolers, and then should be good to go. Alright, I got the inner structure done. So basically just a loop there, like I said, and then little supports. So now it's it's pretty stiff. No side to side movement. So I think those 5 bolts on each side should work pretty good, because yeah, it's pretty stiff. So leave it at that. So now I'll just take this thing off. I'll just make some little tabs, mount the coolers, and then I'll do aluminum skin over there with some cutouts and some bead rolls and stuff, with some mesh there to let airflow go through. So yeah, take her off and make some tabs. Alright, so I got the coolers kind of in there. I just need to make top mount for the radiator. I'll just have got the bush in there, so I'll just have a piece of little angle piece, and I'll just bolt in right there so I can take the rad out if I ever need to. And then need to make some tabs for the trans coolers. Probably just do 2 strips on each side, and then just bolt into these little holes. Thread it on the other side, but yeah, you get the idea. I'll just bolt it to there. Fortunately, it doesn't look like I'll be able to use both the trans cooler fans. I don't have a whole lot of room for fans. I can fit one in there, but I won't be able to run both. But that's alright, the trans never ran that hot anyway. So with both those coolers, I'm sure it'll be fine. I got the chase bar mounted. Pretty simple, just drilled a hole on each side, done. And just threads into the body there. So that's pretty much done. So yeah, I'll just get that tab there, and then the mounts of the trans coolers, and I'll skin it with some aluminum. I also got myself a remote fill neck. So yeah, I'll just come off that inlet there, and then I'll be mounted kind of just above the sheet aluminum there, and then I'll be able to, it'll be the highest point, so it'll be a lot easier to bleed than the old setup, that's for sure. So I got the coolers all in place, and I got the upper rad hose and filler just kind of mocked up, so I have an idea of where to cut the hole for the sheathing. So yeah, trans cooler is just some simple plate, some holes, and then drilled right into the threaded mounts on the coolers. And then I got some quarter turn fastener tabs on there for the protective aluminum skin. So I'll get that made up, and then I'll get the sheet on there, and then I'll get it all mounted and everything, and then I'll start cutting the openings after it's all mounted and stuff. Alright, so I got the panel in there, kind of half fitted up, just with the adhesives, but they're not riveted in. Yeah, I got the layout for the holes kind of drawn up. I was gonna do like a bead roll, like a perimeter bead roll around, but my bead roller only has an 18-inch throat dip, and I wouldn't be able to fit this chunk in there, so I guess I'll just no bead roll, but it'll still look good. Just the cutouts and then mesh in there. So I'll get those cut out, and then I'll bend this down, and then get the hole cut out for the fill, and then it's done. So I got the cooler shield mounted up. So I just got to put the mesh in, and then it's pretty well done. I messed up this hole right here. Kind of pissed about that. But other than that, turned out pretty good. I still got to cut the hole for the fill neck for the cooling system, but other than that, it's done. So I also got this remote air fill station. just a standard quick disconnect, and then got just a quick coupler hydraulic rubber cover for when I'm not using it, and then it's all flush mounted and everything. So yeah, I'll have one of those on each side, give nice easy access to air on this thing when I need it. Alright, so I'm finally going to get this air compressor mounted up. So the compressor itself will be down at the bottom, and the tank will be above it. So I'm just using an old Bi-Air setup. I don't even know what the CFM or anything on it is, but that's air. So I'll get the compressor mounted at the bottom and then the tank above it. I can kind of get it plumbed in. And I also got this gas strut I just robbed off some junkyard car. It still works, has nice little brackets on it already, so I'll just bolt those brackets in place and then I'll have a self-opening hatch there. Alright, so I got the gas strut in there, but unfortunately it doesn't quite have the balls to lift it up, but it holds it up, and that's all I really care about. And it stops it from hitting the light bar there and stuff, so that's all I really needed to do. I could add a second one on the other side, but finding one, well, I know the make and model that this came off of, so I guess I could just get another one, but I don't really need to, so let's leave it at that. Alright, so I got the compressor mounted. Yeah, it's just some flat plate and then a little piece of angle iron on this side. So now the the tank, yeah, just some more angle iron. Yeah, I'll just go something like that, and they'll be spaced out enough that I can still weasel that compressor through there in between the brackets there, so shouldn't have a problem getting that out if I ever need to. So yeah, I'll get those tank brackets on. And so I got the compressor and air tank all mounted up. It's pretty good in there. So yeah, pretty much the feed line, the compressor will just tap in right about there, and then yeah, fits in there pretty good. Lots of air gap between the fuel tank and the compressor, because the compressor does produce a little bit of heat, but should be enough airflow through there. It shouldn't matter too much. So yeah, that's the compressor done. Now I just gotta plumb it in and wire it up, and it'll be good to go. Alright, end of the weekend. Got a couple more things done today. Finish up the sheet metal on the driver's side shock towers, and then a little gusset there with the remote air fill station. And then I got the last bit of tubes in. I got one there, and then these ones on each side. So that is all the tube work done. So I'll probably end the video here. Yeah, next video I'll finish up all the fab work, just get all the panel work done, and then I still got to make seat brackets for the rear, and then yeah, that's it for fab work. Just those panels and then seat brackets, and then yeah, finish up gusseting this area on each side. Finish up the floors and all that stuff, and just clean up this area in general. It's looking pretty nasty, but we'll get her sorted out. And then yeah, after that it's just paint and then plumbing, and then a little bit of electrical as well. But that'll be in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Tune in for the next one.